Okay, boxers, you received your instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch him up. Good luck.
Harvey Dock will be the rebel in round one, and Davis having a little fun with the whole Ghost nickname. A part of the Ghostbusters theme. His team has t-shirts with "Who You Gonna Call?" Well, Martin says he's going to spook the entire division and put it on notice by recording the upset here tonight.
Yeah, and if you're Martin, you definitely want to start putting those rounds together early on. We know that Davis is a slow starter, but then we've been talking about, Morrow, you and I, that perhaps for this fight in particular, Davis
not
might
a slow start. It's deliberate start. It's strategic patience. And for Frank Martin, of course, here's a guy who has some of the best footwork you will ever see, Joe, who's good at using the jab, the counter. Is an amazing athlete, was an all-state wrestler, a football player, came to the sport of boxing relatively late, but had a standout career and now working under the tutelage of Derek James. He is primed here tonight.
I'm a big fan of Frank Martin's as well as, Tank Davis, who isn't. But Frank Martin is an exceptional athlete, and he could pose a lot of problems tonight.
You want to stick and move with those combinations, known for great counter punching as well. And for Davis, of course, it's all about low output, high accuracy, and just a savant when it comes to processing information. Tape called the best knockout of his career as he took advantage of Leo Center. Very much typical of a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. On his back foot, just seeing what Martin has to offer. Martin trying to establish the jab, and again, both of them are southpaws.
Absolutely. And Martin's a really good one, just like Tank. And so far, he's the only one who's been landing so far with jabs. There's a jab from Tank. But Martin's been landing the left hand of the body and a straight left hand. He's ahead in this round so far.
Martin averages about 48 punches a round. Under a minute left here in the first. High guard of Tank Davis. Very smart pressure.
Yeah, both fighters really alert right now.
Hands were low and then explosive. The way that he's able to pull that trigger, his punch delivery system, second to none. But Martin putting the pressure on Davis, sticking out that lead hand.
Yeah, saw how nice Martin got out of that corner when he got trapped in the corner by Tank.
His footwork is amazing.
He got under and around and ended up picking Tank up on his shoulders.
There's the 1-2 from the southpaw, trying to split the high guard of Tank Davis. Under 20 seconds left in the opening round.
Nice, beautiful triple jab right there by Martin. Continue to circle him, and with Martin, you just don't know when he's going to throw, especially that left hand. He's so quick with it.
Got good body shot by Frank Martin. So, as expected, Martin taking the opening round and landing 11 punches compared to 3 for Davis. And we've seen Davis behind on the scorecards many fights, but the great equalizer. Just take one, and the amount of explosive fight-ending single-shot counters that Davis has authored in his career is incredible.
And Harvey
happened against Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Leo Santa Cruz. It can go on and all just single-shot counter KOs.
And this is what I talk about, putting rounds together. Jab, jab, move around from Martin.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
He's got to do it.
And this is nothing new for Frank Martin. This is what he actually does. So it's not like he really invents something for Tank.
He really was incredible in that what was supposed to be a 50-50 fight against the then unbeaten Michel Rivera. He took Rivera to school, the biggest win of his career. Martin, the stock took a little bit of hit his last fight against the unheralded Artem Artunian, but he showed that clutch gene. He made adjustments down the stretch, went to the volume route, and became more aggressive. So again, high IQ, compact, short punches. There's a counter left hand to the body by Tank Davis. Davis missed with the lead left, but avoids a sweeping left from Frank Martin.
You can just sense it. Anything can happen in any given moment.
Yeah, you know
Tank Davis fight. Oh, nice counter to the body by Davis.
But again, both of them so alert.
And there's a lead left hand by Davis, bounced off the high guard of Martin.
When Davis misses, Martin comes back.
Davis missed there with a sweeping right hook.
And you saw how Frank Martin got under him, turned around, and stopped the whole affair.
Now the jab through the guard by Martin.
The question I've got, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, is can Martin
keep it up for 12 rounds?
Not just keep it up, but get the respect of Tank with a hard shot.
And there's the wrestling match that we saw they talked about in their sparring session years ago where Martin allegedly landed a left hand on Davis, and then it became a wrestling match. So a lot of bad blood between these two, but a little grappling, not much else, as Martin again wanting to keep Tank at bay, utilizing the jab. We're at the end of 2.
Watch your hold, Frank. Good round. Still looking good, still looking good. Give me a towel, give me a towel. Looking good. Keep making them work, keep making them work. You're going into the 3rd round. I got you. Every time, run them down, act like a spank, you know what I'm saying? Make them have to keep working. Here? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
I know you.
I'm just trying to break his power down.
Yeah.
You got no power.
Watch his weak side.
That's what I'm looking
So after 2 rounds for Gervonta Davis, coming off the 14-month layoff, saw some timing issues with some of the punches and stuff. But again, with the Tank Davis fight, you look at the stats, you look at everything. You can't say it's rust, especially because, again, the strategic patience. But Frank Martin, meanwhile, wants to continue doing this. Punching combination, utilize the jab, stick and move, utilize that fast footwork, and there it is. Martin with a little bit of an edge, throwing a lot more jabs, but not landing at the same rate of Tank Davis.
I like what they told Davis there. Keep working, keep pushing him. And, you know, when he does that, what he wants to do and create is an opening. He wants Martin to make a mistake to open up and, you know, land a big shot.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? You go into a Tank Davis fight, the key is, well, you got to open up eventually, try to beat him, but that's exactly what he wants you to do.
Yes.
He wants you to open up so he can counter you.
And I think as well that he wants to tire out Frank Martin by keeping him on guard all the time.
You wonder if that'll happen with an athlete like Frank Martin.
Well,
They can.
with Tank on your tail.
Yeah, but again, he's never faced an athlete like Frank Martin.
No, I agree, but there's a lot of mental
And
strength.
a guy who's really ready mentally and otherwise. I get what you're saying, but
same here.
it's only round number 3.
Yeah, exactly, but you know this.
There's a nice left hand from Davis, lead left hand.
Davis is not going to stop with the pressure. I can guarantee he's not going to back up tonight. He's going to keep this pressure up all night.
It's beginning to put pressure on here in the 3rd round, even more so. And there's a 1-2 from the southpaw. And he actually, I heard him say that he didn't feel Martin had power in the corner after the last round. Of course, Martin with 12 out of 18 wins via knockout, but just not known for the fight-altering power that Tank Davis possesses. Pound for pound, one of the heaviest hitters in the sport. And he has Martin now in the corner.
He does.
And there's the jab, and there's that counter left. Jab to the body by Davis. 1-2 over the top by Martin.
I think Martin would be better served staying in the center of the ring and out of the corners.
Yeah, but even then, when he was in the corner, that was a great reaction. The punch from Martin right there.
I agree, but, you know, that can only last so long. You don't want to keep tempting fate with Tank Davis.
The ability for Tank Davis to really just move the millimeters, his defense, his ability to utilize his ring IQ and his boxing skills. Yes, it's not even so much as an exciting fighter. Good combination lands for Martin. It's exciting finishes, but Martin doing what he needs to do here, making life rough for Gervonta Davis.
Extremely so, yes. But we knew he was capable of this, and so far I've got him winning the first 3 rounds.
And that's no surprise if you follow the career of Tank Davis. And Davis, though, beginning to unload, and again, Martin able to escape the ropes. So 3 rounds are in the books, and it's outlanding Gervonta Tank Davis.
Bucket on it right there, bucket right there. Okay.
And this is a perfect example of Gervonta Davis trying to create an opening. The feint right there. And Frank, smart enough, did not open up. He looked scared there, but again, high guard, and he turned. Beautiful
Nice
counter punch
counter.
right there from Martin. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
That was
on
a
the
cute
corner.
little thing, but Martin had his right hand down, and that left hand almost hit him.
There, beautiful.
Now that was the center of the ring where he got that jab in at the very end of the combo. Now the key for Frank Martin is to do that for another 9 rounds. That's the hard part.
4th round.
They're going fast.
There's a double jab through the guard by Martin, utilizing that footwork. Money line has changed. Good escape by Martin. And again, they clinch.
Let him go, Frank.
Martin's doing all the right stuff.
Yes, yes, he is.
A beautiful body shot by Davis.
Let him go, Frank. Let him go. Work.
And of course, you got Martin leading, taking those rounds. And again, like you said, Joe, he's doing all the right things. Volume, 1, 2, 3, back to the jab, moving to the side, not giving Davis any moments to get off.
Davis. Power punch is huge. Edge for Martin.
Stop.
And Davis upset with Martin grabbing, holding as the referee, Harvey Dock, separates them.
The right thing to do, but again, he can't get in trouble for that.
Davis continues to walk down the Ghost. Again, he's known for low output, high accuracy, explosive counters. The left uppercut. Wow, then Martin was a wrestler, turning this into a wrestling match.
That was definitely a wrestling
Looking for
match.
that level change into what was almost a power double attempt. Not the right sport here. Nice lead left lands for Davis. Goes downstairs.
That's smart of Tank to go to the body instead of keep trying to go to the head. You know, Frank Martin's very hard to hit to the head, and he landed some solid body shots on Frank Martin.
That was an arm punch also, breaking down the arms.
Watch your hands.
Tank Davis just whistles those punches, and you know if you get clipped by one of those, you're in trouble.
Final minute of the 4th round. And very much going according to what I guess a lot of experts planned, that Martin would bank early rounds and then we'd see what would happen in the second half of the fight. Well, Tank even went public on social media, predicted a 9th round knockout of Frank Martin. 30 seconds left, and Martin said, hey, watch it, I can knock out Tank Davis too, you know.
That was a good body shot from Davis. Again, you can't get repetitive if you're Martin.
No way.
Davis is reading you.
Instantly, he'll respond there. The left hand. Now Davis beginning to open up. The crowd anticipating it. Feint by Martin.
Yeah, Martin's throwing that straight left hand and getting countered by the left up to the body from Tank. It's a vicious punch, and it's very effective.
I need you to keep your hand up, though, Frank. Can't get comfortable, all right? And stay off the rope, all right? Use your jab to back him up a little bit, but on the angle. Stay off the rope. Okay. Keep using your feet. How you feeling? Listen, you're not hitting with any of them shots, are you? No. You're not hitting with any of them shots. Listen, stay composed on the jab. Listen, go back to what you were doing earlier. You got out of your shit a little bit that round. Keep right, come up, step over, shoot the shot. You gonna shoot the wild shot, boom, boom, boom. And listen, Frank, keep your hand up higher. Yeah. You break it down. You starting to get comfortable. You can't get comfortable.
Here we go, round.
When you get to the ropes, know what you're gonna do.
Get the chin.
Get the chin lower. Back up.
Frank Martin has never been down as a pro, and many questions, of course, and many wondering how he would handle being hit with the first flush shot from Gervonta Tank Davis. And Martin's trainer, Derek James, talking about the jabs, and, well, even but Davis with a much better connect percentage.
And he also did ask him, you're not getting hurt with any of those shots. He said no.
And there you go.
But he
That's
said
the answer. But he hasn't been hit with a flush shot
no,
yet.
but he said, but the body shots, yes.
Good escape by Martin.
Stop his head, Frank.
lead. Nice left hand from Martin. Good trajectory change, level change, the jab downstairs. Martin continues to back up Davis, walking forward, short steps. The vision.
Nice.
Fully locked in. Good defense. Martin, Davis saying bring it. Of course he wants him to bring it. Don't get counter with the left.
Yeah, don't stay on the runs, Martin.
Frank Martin pulling some real magic tricks out of the corner there and off the ropes to avoid getting tagged by Tank Davis. He did a good job of it. Tank is so intimidating, isn't he? When he's coming at you like this, it's just intimidating.
Mini Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson had the same effect.
Yes, he tires you out just by, being there.
Being there, right. Now I will say...
And he said the whole fight is a trap. You asked Davis, he goes, I said a trap from the opening bell.
Now the right side, look at the right cheek of Tank Davis. It's getting swollen, it's red there. Those left hands have been landing on that side of the face. So he's doing a little damage, Frank Martin.
He's landed 49 total punches compared to Tank's 32, but as always, Tank landing at a higher accuracy. Under a minute left here in the fifth.
Good jab by Frank Martin.
Yeah,
He's
really
been using
jab.
it very well tonight. At the right time, he's timing that jab well.
Uppercut right hook by Davis. The jab to the midsection by Davis on Frank Martin. And the left hand by Davis. A good counter by Martin.
Yeah, you can't just let Davis get off and land in one shot. If he does, you got to come back with your own, even if it hurt, just to let him know that, I'm still in this. And you're not doing anything to hurt me.
I think Frank Martin's having a good round again this round. Here we go, Tank tracking Martin down. There was the right hook. That was the best punch that Tank has landed in this fight.
He pulled straight back. You notice that?
But
then Frank Martin again, always coming back with his own.
That's his response to it. But look, that was the only solid punch that Tank landed that round.
Look at that cheek.
Yeah.
Take deep breaths right there.
He don't got nothing on him no more.
Stop his jab. Don't let him. I told you he's going to move. Listen, I know he's going to move. Remember? Just keep pressing him down here. Both of them. Rough him up a little bit here.
Watch that counter left. He got nothing on him.
Good job. Let's go, guys.
Let's go. I got you. You good.
The sixth round begins, and Frank Martin fires off a triple jab, something that he likes to build off us. And he told us that his biggest asset is his foot movement. We've seen that on display, and perhaps his ability to throw those combinations could disrupt Davis's rhythm. And he's banking these rounds just based on more output.
Yeah, and you heard Calvin Ford saying, look, we knew he was going to move. Well, of course. I mean, what would you do? So, he's just reassuring Tank. Yeah, he's moving now, but you keep the pressure on. You'll get to him eventually.
Davis looking to try to keep Martin in front of him, trying to cut off that ring. Martin with the double right, the lead hand, going upstairs, downstairs. Missing with the sweeping right hook, though.
Yeah, he tried. He's doing the right things, though. This is a dance for Martin.
Nice straight left
one
pops.
step ahead.
Davis pops Martin.
That was a counter over the jab of Martin by Tank, and it was a solid one. But
Nice lead left hand by Martin.
yeah, he gets it back.
And that's how you get him off rhythm.
The best ever connect percentage against Tank Davis was Leo Santa Cruz, but Davis knocked him out. And now Martin is landing at 29%. So Martin having the best success of any fighter against Tank Davis. But Davis is getting closer and closer with a minute and a half left in the first half of this 12-round affair. And Tank lands a chopping left hand as he's allowed to walk in uncontested.
Well, that's the second session out of that corner, but that was the only one he landed. Frank Martin pulled a nice Houdini out of that corner on that first set of punches that Tank was throwing out.
Yeah, Tank definitely not respecting that power from Martin, getting in easy. But again, Martin just let out that jab. He's got to get back on the jab.
Oh, there's the jab and the left follow-up left from Davis. A rare combination in the early going. A minute left here in the first half of the fight. And Davis wearing the markings on his face of the offense of Frank Martin and missing with that left cross. As Davis told us, his favorite and best knockout was the 2020 knockout of the year against Leo Santa Cruz, who he and Isaac Cruz were the two fighters that really tried to pressure Tank in the early going, to try to really bring it to him. And again, Martin is doing what Martin set out to do, and with 20 seconds left now here in the first half of the fight, you got to believe that based on what we've seen, Martin's got to be ahead on the scorecards just based on the output, right, guys?
I would not disagree with that, although Tank is having his best round so far.
This is where Tank Davis is going to start to pick it up. We're heading into the second half of the fight.
Okay, listen, we need all these rounds. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I like the press game here. Breathe. Breathe.
Yeah, here we go. Here's Tank. There, the little slip and a little, left hand over the top. And here's Tank again. He feinted the left hand, went to the right uppercut, feinted that, and then landed the third shot, which was the left hand. And here's the jab, straight left. Now, Frank Martin rolled with that.
And notice that is every time that Martin is on that corner, he's got to get off. He can't stay there.
Although he rolled with that left hand.
The last one he did.
Done.
But you heard Calvin Ford say, we need all these rounds. So he knows
they're behind?
Yeah, he knows they're probably behind her, but not by much.
And we begin the second half of this championship bout, a battle of unbeatens. Gervonta Tank Davis defending his 135-pound belt against Frank the Ghost Martin, who has stuck to his game plan, has had success with his footwork, the jab, the mobility. But now let's see Tank Davis. This is where he begins to really start his fight, is in the second half of these fights.
And that was great right there from Frank Martin. I know he does not want to open up. He doesn't want to give anything to Davis. But again, he has to keep him busy.
Oh, there's a left hand to the body and the right by Davis. Martin just avoiding that counter. But now Martin had forced to wrestle, and the referee, Harvey Dock, breaking them up. But Martin doing the veteran thing when Davis is entering what for him is a danger zone.
Nice combo by Martin, though. Look,
every time he keeps him busy with his combinations.
He keeps moving. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to.
Here's the thing that Tank Davis is concentrated on. He's looking to counter the left hand with a left uppercut like that, or a straight left hand. He's
single shots.
He's looking
at a double jab left from Davis. Now Davis chopping down on Martin. Martin against the ropes, trying to use the wing block with his left arm. Moves to the center of the ring again. There's the exit. Trying to create the angle. Oh, wow. Standing in front of Davis like that. High guard, dangerous. Davis misses with the lead left uppercut, but then follows up with another left hand. And Frank Martin forced to retreat on the back foot, but Martin unable to fire back.
Yeah, he's being more
building.
Yes, he's being more stationary now, Frank Martin. Tank is just walking in so comfortable.
And Davis has definitely muted the offense of Frank Martin for the first time in this fight. Davis is throwing more punches than Frank Martin and really opening up lead here in terms of total punches connected in this round. It's all Gervonta Tank Davis with just over 30 seconds left in the seventh.
In that last session right there, Frank Martin covered up well.
Counter left from Frank Martin that jolted Davis.
That's the counter he's been looking for.
Neither fighter has ever been down as a pro. Final 15 seconds left in the 7th. It's been Davis's best round in terms of offensive output, just missing with the left, and it's on cue. It's round 7. It begins.
How you feeling? Listen, why do you keep don't turn this way? You go this way. This way. You walking right the way you went. Yeah.
All right, here we go. There's that look. That Frank missed that left hand. Tank countered with the left uppercut and then the right hook as Frank Martin was off balance. Here's that little run on the ropes right here. That one hit him a little behind the head. He had his hands up. He tried to wrap it around that one too, and I think Frank's going to complain about that. Yeah, right there. Yeah, but that's his fault for turning his head.
And it's those body shots that are doing damage.
That's right.
And that is why he's becoming more stationary now, Frank Martin.
Frank's hands dropped after that.
Yeah, and it opened up for that great left hand. Exactly.
They both landed right there on that one.
So for the first time in the Davis threw over 30 punches. He was 19 of 37 with 7 body shots. Martin just 10 of 26 with 0 body shots landed. Round number 8. And the jab goes to work from Martin to the body.
Yeah, he stopped throwing that.
Martin still has a slight advantage in terms of total punches landed, but the gap is closing. And Davis double left hand.
Martin's got to stay out of the corners if he wants to stay in this fight.
Yeah, stay out of the corners. He needs to be a little bit more busy as he is right there.
Now.
Yeah.
Martin beginning to deliver those combinations of his, but nice sharp jab from Davis and another jab countered by Martin.
Still the rounds like that.
That's right. Look, he's got room to move when he's not in the corner or on the ropes, you know, and that's the safest place for him. That was a low blow right on the
And our
on the
unofficial
leg.
score, Joe Goosen, has Davis closing the gap on the scorecards. 2 minutes left in the 8th.
We haven't seen body work from Martin. I want to see that left to the body.
Oh, left uppercut.
Down goes Martin! Mamma mia!
6, 7.
It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff. Gervonta Tank Davis sticks the landing on the back flip, and according to the legend of Gervonta Tank Davis, after giving away the majority of the first 6 rounds, turns it on in the second half of the fight, and 1 round before his prediction, he was so great he stopped Martin at 8, and that power is deadly. Davis with the propensity to nail you with sudden impact, and suddenly this place is unglued. It's incredible that we keep seeing it ad nauseum. You prepare for it, Joe. You try to do what you can. Martin did exactly what he was supposed to do. Still not good enough.
And what was working for him earlier didn't work for him late because Tank figured it out and said, I know what I'm going to do, and that's what he did. He landed the uppercut in the left hand.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Never. It's like a replay from every other single fight he's had.
Yeah.
Loses the first couple of rounds.
More than even the first couple sometimes.
Yeah, more in this one.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
He closes the gap and he finishes you.
All right, this is going to be something to see this replay. I know we're going to be showing. Right, here we go. Here's the corner. Frank should not be in there. We were talking about that. He's just setting himself up for big trouble here. There's the uppercut, and there's the left hand.
Wow.
Once he stunned him with that uppercut, he was defenseless. He was already halfway out. The left hand just put him completely out, and that was the end of the game.
A crush-endo Gervonta Davis, loving life, 14-month layoff, the longest layoff of his career. Took his time, and then, guys, he closed the show emphatically.
I don't know who's going to beat this guy at 135, maybe even 140. He's almost looks unbeatable. You know,
that left hand is just lethal.
Yeah.
Whether it's a straight left, a left cross, a left uppercut, the left hand of Tank Davis is legendary.
Yeah. Wow. You can almost feel it
he
coming
stunned
there.
Martin with that left.
Yeah, the left uppercut. Now his hands are down. Now he's defenseless. Right there. But Martin should have known better than to be on the ropes. He was doing well, center of the ring, like you talked about. So he kind of aided and abetted his own demise. And look at that. Yikes.
He sticks the landing. He sticks the KO. Gervonta Tank Davis is indeed back, and he is a bad man, improving to 28th KO. Another highlight reel stoppage for Tank Davis, and for Frank Martin. Goes down to defeat for the first time after giving it all he had. But Tank Davis shaking off whatever rust there could have been in after 14 months, figured it all out, and boy, he put on the show the crowd came to see, because his show consists of 2 letters, K-O, and oh my God. Let's make it official with the one and only, the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute, 29 seconds in round number 8. A referee in charge, Harvey Dock, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still the undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
I'm going to hold it for you. You keep talking. Let's talk.
All right, let's go inside the ring, and Jim Gray is going to be talking to Tank Davis.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Tank, 421 days off, and you picked up almost where you left off.
Yeah. Just a little crusty, a little rusty, but it's okay. I'm back.
Were you rusty? Did you feel it, or were you just feeling them out?
Yeah, the couple rounds, I feel as though that I ain't warm up completely like how I wanted to. Well, I did warm up, but I got cold as the fight was going on before me, but it's okay, no excuses.
Did his footwork bother you at all in those early rounds? Because he was winning the early rounds.
No, his footwork wasn't bothering me. I knew that he was going to tie down. So that's what I was doing. I would just stand there, be a target for him just so he could tire himself out. And once he tired himself out, you know what I mean, I start picking him apart.
And you were looking at your face in the monitor. It was a bit of a target. Is it hurting right now?
Yeah, it's a little like a little charry, but I'm okay. It come with the sport.
Let's jump in and take a look at this 8th round. First, let me ask you, did things turn around in the 7th round? Did you start to figure out, I know I have him? There we go. Okay, there was the big left. Tell us.
No, but
go ahead.
I thought it was an uppercut first. I think I hit him with an uppercut.
You did. We'll take another look at the uppercut, and we'll go back. Here we go.
Boom, that's what it was. The brick hand just finished it off. Boom. God dang. One of the greatest clips.
28 KOs. It's almost as though, I mean, really, do you feel that these guys can compete with you once you get into the later rounds?
I mean, I don't know till they get in there with me, but, you know, I've been around for a long time. You know, I've been training since I was 7 years old, competing since I was 8. You know what I mean? So it just, it comes with, it's like second nature, you know what I mean? So it's just about, you know, staying focused, make sure my mind is on the goal, and that's always to come out on top.
You've said this week, and you've said to me tonight, that what you went through, the incarceration, made you a better person. Can you explain how?
It made me a better person by like just patience and things like that. Just stuff happening in life where so you got to go through it and not try to get around it. So it just better. It made me a better person. Made me a better father. Made me a better everything. You know what I mean? Want to be a better athlete as I continue to build and be great at my career.
When will we see you again? And Lomachenko, everybody's talking about that. There's Stevenson. There's Pitbull Cruz. What would you like to do, and how soon would you do it?
Most importantly, I want to just, get back to the drawing board, get back in the gym, and just stay focused. I felt that I was a little rusty, but all them guys is, on my radar. And most importantly, I want to thank everybody that came out, everybody that tuned in, everybody that was a part of this event, this great event. I was about to say Showtime. Amazon Prime, Leonard, Errol Spence, definitely my opponent, Frank Martin, his team, everybody, Al Heyman. Thank y'all for this great event.
Tank, congratulations. Fantastic. Calvin, congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, good shit.
Frank, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. All good.
You were doing really well, taking the early rounds, and your footwork was tremendous. Did you feel like you were in control of this fight?
I felt like in the beginning I was in control, then got a little too comfortable. I got comfortable chilling on the ropes, trying to find that bigger shot. It wasn't presenting itself. I stopped doing my movement. Once I stopped doing my movement, he was able to land more shots. Once I stopped, doing my thing, he got off more shots on me.
Was your success or your feeling of success the reason you got comfortable?
No, I wouldn't say it was like me feeling my success. It was just me trying to figure out what I could do to slow the pressure down from him coming. I wasn't trying to move too much, too excessive, because I felt like that's what they wanted me to do, tire my legs out. So I was trying to slow it down a little bit and kind of pace myself instead of moving so much. But, he came in, landed a big shot, and, it was a shot I didn't see.
When it's the guy's strategy, and let's take a look, and you can tell us where you get caught here in the 8th round from your vantage point. Right there. That uppercut.
Yeah. Really, I just didn't see the shot. I didn't see the shot. He landed that up. They always say, they've been telling me, the shots you can't see is the ones that come from underneath. And that's the shot he landed, and he came over the top with that left.
Frank, appreciate your time. We're glad you're okay.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Tank Davis closing the show, landing 23 of 33 power shots. That's 70% in rounds 7 and 8. And in tonight's main event, we saw the bravery of Frank Martin, the brilliance of Gervonta Tank Davis, and the beauty and brutality of boxing on full display. We close out the 100th championship fight night at MGM Grand Garden Arena with the brick hand of Gervonta Tank Davis. He is shining brighter than the Sin City Strip. And now to put a capstone on tonight's proceedings as Davis sticks the landing, I know my main man Brian Custer is going to do the